Those of you who have been in my channel for quite a while now know that I made a ton of Love Life videos. Even before I started heavily focusing on YouTube, I made a ton of Love Life content. Quick videos, edits, all the works. And some may come to the reasonable conclusion that I enjoy this series, or at least like it in some form. No one would make a bunch of videos on something they hate, right? Well, I think it's time I tell the genuine truth to all you guys. To all the Love Life fans who have subscribed to me, liked my videos, made comments on them, I feel this is an immense betrayal to all the videos I made for you guys, along with myself because these videos are mainly made for me. The truth is, I hate Love Life. When I watched Love Life back in 2018, there was something magical in the way the series was presented. You could tell there was passion and a dream within the series, that despite the struggles, it did its best to tell a story, and it showed. You could reasonably point out many critiques of the show, such as the poor animation and the pointless drama, but it told its story honestly. A group of school idols with a dream to save their school was unrealistic because who would actually want to save their school? But their energy and determination made you eventually go, you know what? Yeah, let's save the school. When I watched the School Idol movie, I cried towards the end knowing that Muse was forever gone. Despite joining Love Life years late, the reality that hit me just showed how important this series was to me and a ton of other people's hearts. When I began watching Aqua and Sunshine, there were cracks I felt when I started. Not big enough to point out, but small enough to keep in the back of my mind. I began building up tropes and archetypes that Sunshine continued from Muse. And while the series didn't have the same passion and charm as its predecessor, you could tell they actually tried the series and made some big moves to tell the audience that they actually cared about what they were making. This all began to change once their side project was announced, and it was here the cracks in the Love Life series began to break apart. Nijigasaki is quite possibly the worst group in Love Life. The group is so bad that Love Life neglected them for years. It was only by their brain-dead fans that the series got anywhere, to the point they're getting movies over the groups that actually deserve it. There's numerous reasons for this, but the biggest one is that Love Life is beginning to lose its creativity. Look at all these blandest character designs. In order to appeal to some people, they had to make up a character that has a drawing board as their face in order to get any engagement on their series. Look at this one girl. You are not tough, bro. Also, oh my god, this art style. Not only are you bipolar, but you're tripolar with all these fucking different art styles. It's actually crazy how it starts out decent, but just goes off the rails until we get these horrific designs. Remember when Love Life was good? Breaking character here, I love the art styles, don't take me seriously on that. Do we even need to talk about the clusterfuck that has All-Stars? Quite possibly the one game that started the downfall of Love Life's popularity overseas, and look who's on the front of the cover. It's such a shame the actual good groups, Muse and Aqua, are associated with this poorly made game. It's like the two older siblings having to take the blame for something the younger one did. The biggest mistake Love Life did here was be too ambitious. Let's do something no one asked for. That's an amazing idea. Let's do so many outlandish things that will slowly push more and more Love Life fans away. The only thing that could have saved All-Stars is if a civil war happened in the series and people died. Love Life needs to mature with its audience. Love Life really threw Nijigasaki into every experimental idea. Didn't seem to care for it, so why should I? For their anime, let's go for a completely different structure that is different from the other series. I'm not saying being different is bad, but when said thing is bad, it's bad. The Nijigasaki anime is the most corporate series I've ever seen in my entire life. They used the excuse of the series being based on individual idols, but it's so obvious what they were doing. Oh yeah, every episode oh yeah, every episode is gonna have an insert song, and then right after we're gonna advertise our single shortly after. Does Love Life think we're fucking stupid or something? Most of the song inserts are also completely out of place and unrealistic. Why do the characters suddenly get into outfits and onto random stages? I hate whimsy and joy. It's completely and objectively impossible for this to happen, and it's something that spreads throughout the entire Nijigasaki series. And it has the most blatant agenda that I've seen in the series. It disgusts me. Love Life used to be a pure series. I'm joking about this one. Don't take me serious on that. Season 2 is abysmal with how much it tries to butter up the audience. Like, I can't even take a solid stance with what it used to represent. I hate the new things Nijigasaki did, but backpedaling on almost all of it, the dick riding is crazy, bruh. They couldn't even double down on any decisions they made in All-Stars. Let's neuter Shioriko. Let's neuter Lonzu. Let's do something to Mia. I kind of forgot she exists. Hate Shioriko and Lonzu all you want. At least they had a presence and did something. This is just one out of many problems modern Love Life has. And thank God it didn't affect the older series because they're perfect and can do no wrong, and the only thing people remember Love Life for. The only thing that could have saved the season is if Lonzo just point blank shot Cosme and killed her. Love Life needs to mature with its audience. I think the biggest problem with Love Life is that it's too safe. It doesn't try anything new, and when it does, it backpedals immediately out of fear. Watching Superstar reinforced that mindset for me. Do you remember when Love Life actually cared about its story? Do you remember when the series actually had stakes and had something you felt invested in? It's surprising how quickly Love Life dropped all forms of tension when it realized it had a winning formula that diehard Love Life fans would suck on. They could be spoon-fed the exact same stories of different characters and they'd find a reason to cry somehow. I'll all these problems are incredibly present in Liella and Superstar, where being frank, this is probably the most disappointing series Love Life has produced. As a professional critique, because being a YouTuber automatically means my opinions are valid and much more powerful than yours, Superstar had so much potential that was squandered under the Love Life mandates. Nijigasaki? I don't care about them. They're a side project and their series don't matter in the grand scheme of Love Life anyways. Liella, however, is the next big project, the main project. So it had heavy expectations and god, I hate how it tricked you. Season 1 of Superstar is genuinely so special. It has what Nijigasaki doesn't. A good cast, a soundtrack that actually sounds like Love Life, and an actual engaging story. Hear that, Nijigasaki? An actual story. Superstar managed to retain the passion of early Love Life while having a unique premise. 5 members instead of the usual 9, and a setting that was only recently established. Everything felt new and fresh while still having a nostalgic presence. Also, oh my goodness, these amazing character designs. Look at Nijigasaki's pale, desaturated colors compared to these visually present characters. You have a character who has balls for hair. You have a Shibuya Kanon. You have an actual legitimate cast that carries the series. Not only that, but the series actually connected with the previous Love Life series, once again showing that Nijigasaki is a waste of space and not worth anyone's time. When season 1 ended, I had hoped that Love Life would actually do something new, something fresh and unique while still being enjoyable. Then it happened. The second generation. Love Life has failed us once again. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Every time Love Life does something new, either be good or bad, they always backtrack. I like that Liella was 5, but here you go stripping that uniqueness from them. We can't simply just have 5, no, we have to go back to the usual because God forbid we do something new with the series. See how safe they are, how unwilling they are to stick to an idea and double down with it? And God, look at these characters. They made a YouTuber character. A character who is a YouTuber. As a YouTuber myself, I feel incredibly disrespected towards the inclusion of a character like this. Showcasing this character as greedy and willing to exploit people for money is a horrible stereotype, and clickbaiting for any reason is so wrong, and I hate the fact that Love Life included a character like this into their series. Poor representation in every way. I am shocked Love Life managed to slide this into their series. Fire everyone involved! Season 3? Ha! The pinnacle of being afraid to do literally anything. Watching this season immediately told me that Love Life is never going to be risky anymore. Imagine splitting up the group when it's made so clear they're going to get back together. All the tension with this kind of decision is backpedaled so hard that the series just did not interest me anymore. It's gotten babyfied, appealing only to toddlers, and any adults who watch this and somehow get invested in any of this should go get themselves the real shows and games, like D4DJ. I am an adult, which means all these shows are not for babies. You know what's going to happen in a Love Life series, and not once does it ever prove you otherwise. We know that the group is going to get back together. We know that any conflicts will be magically solved even if it doesn't make any sense, because God forbid we have any complex emotions that make us question what we're watching. Don't worry, everyone's all happy together. There's no stakes in the story. Why doesn't Chisato just turn to a ball and spin back in the knots and killing her instantly? Love Life needs to mature with its audience. And Hasunosora? They got VTubers in Love Life now, bruh. Talk about an actual desperate attempt to make themselves relevant. This series does not know whether it wants to be ambitious and do something new, or stay safe and keep doing the same thing it's always been doing. Hasunosora is ass. It has the most boring story I've literally ever witnessed. Like, who the fuck would make a 1-hour video about it? It's literally not even worth discussing for 5 minutes. There is so much goddamn useless content in Hasunosora. Over 100 hours of just still characters walking and talk like a machinima series with no budget. Is this really the best Love Life can do? Where's your damn budget? Or did you spend it all on the Nijigasaki movie because we really need to keep giving it more attention? Love Life never finds a balance. Either be so stupid that you go so far, or too safe that you barely do anything. Is it really that hard to find a good balance after existing for over 10 years? I say good balance, but look at how many groups there are now. Oversaturated doesn't even begin to describe how pointless these all are. And they have VTubers. Look at how much they're managing, and think about how they all have to split attention just to get some content. Just disappointing from every angle. They have too much shit now. Can we go back to when it was just Muse and Aqua? None of them will ever reach the peak of those series. What do you mean this series isn't for me anymore? I'm a YouTuber, my opinion is more valid than yours. It's not even just the anime and series, man. Can we talk about the poor management of the entire series? Love Life is a multimedia franchise, yet it seems like they've forgotten that recently. Remember how you were introduced to Love Life? It was probably via the mobile game, Squirtle Festival. It was a really good game. It was a rhythm game, you got hooked on the songs and the characters, leveled up the cards, all the works. And it was going so well. I enjoyed playing Sith. It was just fun mastering each track and getting all the cool cards. But then Love Life just had to make another stupid decision. I'll never forgive All Stars for what it did. It ruined me. It killed my entire family. The only good thing it did was give us YouTube content for a while and 3D models of the outfits. But everything else, dog shit. Worthless. This game sucked and no amount of management could save it. I was disgraced and felt horrible for calling myself a Love Life fan because of this game. Its death was inevitable, but with the plague it was, it just had to take down Sif with it. It was a horrible day for Love Life fans, and only made it more clear that this series has fallen from its grace. Remember when Love Life was good? Sif 2 doesn't even get its own section of how irrelevant it is. Just a black stain that got ignored so fast. Its only purpose was to get Love Life back into mainstream popularity by stating how far we've fallen. Nico knee our walls, goddamn. The only thing that can save Love Life is if it gets a new game where it's mature and one of the idols dies. Love Life needs to mature with its audience. Where did it all go wrong? Fuck you, Nijigasaki, you're the cause of all this. You're the start of all of Love Life's poor decisions that are still being carried to this day. You just had to be different because you wanted to, and look where it ended all of us up. In one clusterfuck, we don't even know what series we're watching anymore. We've been trapped in a time capsule where the audience for these shows has permanently stayed the same and hasn't evolved besides new character designs. When 2020 hit, Love Life split into different timelines and universes that made it hard to keep up with. Now when I say I'm a Love Life fan, I have to specify what group I like or what specific series I like. Remember when you could just say you like Love Life and that was it? Now we gotta get into specifics. Remember when Love Life was good? There's nothing wrong with doing something new, but when you can't balance it with the already established groups, then everything is gonna fall apart. Why is Nijigasaki getting free movies? What the fuck did it do to deserve all that? It's this type of behavior that makes it evident that Love Life does not have its priorities straightened out. I hate Nijigasaki. It should have stayed a side project, and now it's overlapping attention with the actual main groups that should get attention. With the announcement of Love Life Bluebird, this is the only chance that Love Life can do that can win us back. It looks darker, it looks mature. It seems like Love Life is finally doing something unique that isn't stupid. Maybe it will finally mature with its audience, because I'm an adult and I only want edgy adult blood stuff, depression and stuff. Mental disorders. Well, I'm glad I was able to confess all my feelings like this. You know, it makes me feel good that I'm not lying anymore. The Hasunosora video I made, that's all fake. I didn't watch a single episode or second of the series. I had Oshawott watch all of it. I just did narration. I'm sorry for lying to you all about this. I've never enjoyed making any of these Love Life videos. They're literally all a pain and only remind me of how the series has fallen. The only reason I did videos on the other groups was just so I could create a hit list of all the people who actually like them. I'm coming after all of you, by the way. Now that the truth is out, I can finally move on to my actual passion. The series I genuinely care about and want to make videos on. From now on, this channel is gonna be a Project Sekai channel. Jesus fuck no. If I ever do that, someone fucking kill me. April Fool's, guys. It's over. It's over. Hey guys, welcome to the end of the video. But in recent news, I went to a store and I actually was able to find a Lonzu Nesso. So that's really cool. I have a Mia Nesso. All I need is a Shiroriko Mega Jumbo, and then I have the full Rebirth collection. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Start a month. Gonna go crazy. I'm not sure how crazy, but you know. We'll figure it out along the way. I hope so.